So this is what we call green coffee. Looking at it, you wouldn't even know it's coffee necessarily. It doesn't smell like coffee, doesn't taste like coffee, and it's green color. But once we roast it, it takes on the characteristics of coffee. So we're going to load the green coffee here into our hopper, and this is going to then go up into our roaster. So now the beans are up here, and we're going to put this charge of green coffee into the roaster to roast. So we're letting it come in now. And inside this roaster here is a big drum, and it's going to turn. It's going to keep the beans moving all the time. And underneath it, down here, is a heat source. It's a flame. So the flame heats up the drum turns so the coffee doesn't burn. And right now the temperature inside that drum is dropping because those beans that come in, they're cold, they're absorbing all the heat. But in a minute or two, the temperature will start to rise, and as it rises, the bean will transform from green to yellow to brown, and if we're going to do a dark roast, all the way to a black color. And along that process, the taste changes. It changes from nothing, green coffee, it's tasteless, to a grassy taste when it's yellow, to quite a citrusy taste when it's cinnamon color, to a medium coffee, which is, as we would recognize coffee tasting, all the way through to a dark roast, which has a much more caramelized, chocolatey sort of notes to it. And during that process, all these little chemical reactions are taking place. Now, when we finish roasting, we're going to drop it out into a cooling tray. We're going to suck air through that to stop it roasting. Once it's cool, the roasting process is stopped, but the chemical reactions continue for another 48 hours, and the coffee, at that point, what we call degasses. So it's still having little reactions going on there, and it's releasing CO2. After 48 hours, it's all settled down, and it's finished. And that's why it's quite important that if we bag the coffee right after roasting, that there's a way for the gas to escape. So we actually have bags with a degassing valve that allow the CO2 to come out. And that stops it becoming like a balloon. But also what it does, it flushes all the oxygen out of the bag and makes for a really stable environment. So the coffee in there is not going to oxidize, not going to go stale by reaction with the oxygen.